Finally, I would like to thank our senior students behind me. Seniors, for your dedication to academics and activities, your leadership, your enthusiasm, your kindness, and your commitment to Lake City High School. I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Lake City High School has one valedictorian and two co-salutatorians. These outstanding students will now make their presentations. Please welcome our first co-salutatorian, Ronique Pata.
Good evening, proud parents, siblings, friends, teachers, and most importantly, the class of 2011. At this time, I would like to turn the podium around and address my fellow classmates. When we first entered high school back in the 9th grade, many of us walked into the school and were immediately intimidated by the size. We walked the hallways with seniors that were twice our size. Now, from timid boys and girls, we have grown into confident men and women. Think about all the questions that we had as freshmen. Where are my classes? Or like my sister Ravina said, where the HE double hockey sticks is the A-hall? And how do I sit in a class for 88 minutes without falling asleep? Trust me, it was easier when cell phones were not banned at our school. Those days are what made up our time at Lake City. The teachers, friends, and dramatic moments that have formed our high school experience. We are now the products of the people in our lives. Each teacher and advisor has shaped us in our development as students, citizens, and people. While each of our high school mentors has deferred, one unifying component for the class of 2011 has been a singularly important woman, Andrea Beebe. She has guided us not only towards graduation, but towards achieving success in whatever we decided to pursue. Whether it was chasing us down in the hallway to get a scholarship form turned in on time, or merely giving us a hug when we need it the most. However, today, I think she deserves the biggest hug for all her guidance and support that she has given us. The class of 2011 has worked extremely hard and achieved phenomenal success with the various clubs and activities that each individual has been a part of. But Andrea Beebe has worked twice as hard to make sure that we succeed in what we started. So at this time, I would like to call her up on stage and give her a reward for all the hard work that she has put into these 4 years. Thank you, Beebe. You truly deserve this, but this is so small compared to what you have done for the class of 2011. Laura Swenson once said, "For some, life lasts a short while, but the memories it holds last forever." As freshmen, we had to go through the program called Freshman Connection to get a feel for high school. However, when Spirit Weeks came around and our class won the class color competition for the most decorated hallway our freshman year, I knew we were an important class here at Lake City. It didn't take very long for us to get a feel for high school because we instantly considered this our second home. In sophomore and senior year, we won Fight for the Fish and brought the fish back. And most importantly, this year, we witnessed football team become state champions with wonderful senior athletes such as Avalon Letty and Becky Short. We're all secretly jealous of you guys. And whether we like it or not, but waking up at 6 in the morning will be missed. Endless hours of spending time on Facebook rather than doing our homework. For those who participated in a school activity and made it to state, will miss the fun bus rides, prom, football games, homecoming, and may I add, going to jams almost every day after practice. Okay, maybe that was just me. Now you're probably wondering why I'm listing off these minute events that had taken place. Well, that is because these small details make up a huge part of our high school experience. So let us not forget the class of 2011, what memories we'll be taking with us from Lake City High School. Before I finish, I want to thank some very important people in my life. Thank you to our dedicated teachers who have cared for each of us and have provided us with an outstanding education. I would like to especially thank Mr. Criswell. I think I learned more about baseball rather than biology or environmental science. Just kidding. Mr. Edmonds, who actually made history more exciting with his captivating stories that kept me awake in class. And Mrs. Smith, who has taught me more life lessons than my parents. There is some exaggeration there, Mom and Dad. Tammy Letty, who works in the counseling center. Sorry, my sister and I teased you almost every day. You know you'll miss us next year. To all of my friends, thanks for making these 4 years so memorable. And most of all, I want to thank my parents. I'm your #1 fan. And I hope you know that I still remember mostly everything you have taught me over the years. And I owe my successes to you. They're sitting right there. And now, I want to end with a quote that might sound familiar to the class of 2011, and that is, "For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack." I'm honored to be the class of 2011 salutatorian. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. I wish the class of 2011 the best of luck. It is my pleasure to introduce the next speaker, the co-salutatorian for the class of 2011, Mark Smiley.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Classmates, teachers, administrators, family members, and friends. In middle school, I struggled as a 6th grader. I struggled to the point where my parents had to sit me down and discuss with me the importance of school and working hard. So I worked hard, finished well, and high school rolled around. So my parents sat me down again and told me, you have to work hard and study in all your classes because now it really counts. Along with everything else I pursued, I worked hard in all my classes. So now, after working hard and doing well, I'm rewarded with the daunting task of giving you all a speech. Yeah. So before I started to write the speech, I asked my dad what I should talk about. He told me to make it funny. Moving on to my sister, I asked her what she thought, and she told me to make it memorable. Finally, I asked my mom, and she just told me to be respectful. So since I'm sort of a mama's boy, I went with my mom's advice with a little twist from my dad and sister. So here it is. Today is a wonderful day. It's a day where we can look back at all the memories we've created in the past. These are memories that we will cherish and hold on to forever. Looking back, we can all be proud of ourselves for reaching this point where we are all being celebrated. Today, we need to remember that anything worth achieving is worth working for, and that wishing for something to happen is very different from working hard to make it happen. About the only thing that comes to us with ease is old age. There are many examples of hard work. One can look at the Great Wall of China, pyramids of Egypt, or even Harry Potter, finding the 7 Horcruxes to defeat he who must not be named. All required tremendous effort, sacrifice, and dedication. We all know when we have worked our hardest, the feeling of success has been the greatest, so please don't be afraid to try. Today, we need to be thankful and to take comfort in many of the simple things we take for granted. As we grow, travel, and experience the world, we will understand how lucky we truly are and how valuable the people in our lives and the staff in this building have been to us. This past spring break, I had the opportunity to travel to Haiti. The majority of people in Haiti virtually have nothing. Haiti as a country relies almost entirely on foreign aid. Since I returned, I will always appreciate the opportunities I have living here in the United States. The Lake City class of 2011 has always been a close-knit group, very supportive and respectful of each other. The relationships and friendships we have formed here at Lake City have molded us into who we are. The truth is, a good friend is hard to find, hard to lose, and impossible to forget. So keep your friends close. They are always very important. Looking back, we can all be proud of our accomplishments, but let us remember to be grateful to our families, the Lake City faculty and administrators, and friends who challenged us and encouraged us to succeed. Today, no matter where we have come from in the past or where we are going in the future, what's important is this present moment. I recently heard that as a culture, we need to change our life goals from success to significance. I firmly believe the class of 2011, a class very special to me, will be fondly remembered as a class of significance. At this time, I'd like to call up to the stage Mrs. Deanne Clifford. I just wanted to thank Mrs. Clifford. She's our first graduate. This is her first graduating class as principal at Lake City High School, and we are honored to have you. And we thank you for your leadership, expertise, and dedication in making our school so successful. And here's a gift card to your favorite restaurant, just showing our gratitude and thanks for leading us this year.
Thank you, kids. Thank you.
I sincerely hope that each of you savor every single moment of your graduation day and the days to come as we begin to journey towards the future. Next up is Rachel Olvera, the valedictorian of the 2011 class at Lake City High School.
Thank you, Mark. Undoubtedly, all of us have long to-do lists directly preceding our graduation tonight. Mine reads as follows. 1. Attend all-night senior party. 2. Sleep all day Sunday. 3. Sleep all day Monday. But beyond my to-do list for the next 3 days, I have various to-do lists regarding the summer, a job, and college. I am sure we are all well practiced in creating to-do lists. They are a necessary part of our busy modern lives. As we leave childhood and high school behind us and move towards independence and adulthood, may I ask you to pause and consider for a moment a to-be list. You may be asking yourself or your neighbor, what is a to-be list? A to-be list is a piece of paper on which is written the character traits that make up the person you want to become. May I suggest 3 essentials to include in your list?
be honest, be hardworking, and be kind. It is all too easy to imagine a bright and promising politician embroiled in a scandal, his reputation forever marred, or an engaging and charismatic businessman who gets caught up in get-rich-quick schemes, or a highly skilled surgeon who finds no joy in serving his patients. These individuals successfully checked off their items on their to-do list, but perhaps did not give sufficient thought to the people that they were becoming. Vastly more important than any to-do list is our own carefully considered to-be list. The substance of our lives is making daily choices, and we can choose to be honest every day, to be hardworking every day, and to be kind every day. These daily choices almost imperceptibly but steadily mold us into the people we are choosing to become. Regarding honesty, financial and political scandals throughout the world, as well as our own conscience, attest to us that honesty is not some quaint or outdated concept. It is as essential today as it ever was. Shakespeare said, "No legacy is as rich as honesty." Next on the list is to be hardworking. Anything and everything worthwhile we want to achieve will require hard work. We should not allow ourselves to become stagnant in our personal growth or content with mediocrity when there is so much work that can and should be done. We do not have to look far to see where we are needed. Let us roll up our sleeves and get to work. And perhaps most importantly, we should strive to be kind. Lord Baden-Powell said of the purpose of the Boy Scouts, "Don't let the technical outweigh the moral. The end is character with a purpose, and that purpose, that the next generation may develop the higher realization of love through service." This principle of love through service should apply to all of us, whether we are a surgeon, patient, teacher, student, parent, or child. Let us believe in our own ability to make a difference. Tremendous is our love, and tremendous is the need for that love in the world. Magnificent is our future if we will simply take control of it. I am confident that if we meet the future with honesty, hard work, and kindness, that our lives will hold great purpose and great joy. May we, as the graduating class of 2011, do what we dream of doing and be what we dream of becoming. Thank you.